let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got enough.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Room here to run. And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Up the middle, here's Taylor. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Stafford. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Double right.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's got room. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to Robinson now on first down. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Here we go. Set.
It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Second down and a run by Robinson. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. This defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for third down. Here's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
And Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. Here's Wilson to throw. And this one is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, man. Ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, 49ers 7.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
This is taken way up at the 25. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
88 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack, because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. From the 50, it's Stafford. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again, as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The Niners at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Again, it's Taylor.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
go on fourth. Stafford.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now Wilson on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
You got this. It's win.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Finds his man. Watson over the middle. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. From the shotgun, Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
87 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Dane Cruikshank.
And the Niners are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
After the interception, here's Stafford.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Danny Gray in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line.
The Niners take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter. Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From the 44, Wilson. That's complete left side to Gray. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. And this is third down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. Gain of 19 on fourth down.
First down, Seahawks.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Wilson gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's first and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21. Throwing is Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, it's Wilson. This is caught. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped the yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on fourth and goal at the 1. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Stafford now to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Play action. Stafford. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Looking here for Smith downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, there, it's silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On 2nd and 10. Wilson. Caught out left side by Robinson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Teron Johnson able to pick it. He's at the 50. The 30. 10, 5, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll run again here with Robinson. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
22!
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Stafford. This is Smith with a grab. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. He'll get this to about the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Stafford. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Stafford now to throw. Rolling to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we